Hello, we want to welcome you to the Riverside Weekly. We hope your time with us today is thought-provoking, spiritually challenging, and a life-changing experience. Our discussions and messages can be raw, real, and at times very uncomfortable and even controversial. We highly encourage all of our guests and listeners to take notes, leave comments, and when possible, always share what you hear. And now here are your hosts, Pastor Selo and Pastor Mia.
Good morning. My seat's all messed up. Good morning. Hold on, I gotta adjust.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to Riverside Weekly. It is Wednesday
morning. Good morning. What's up, peeps?
I feel like I should do the podcast the way I do my table in the morning.
How's that?
Because one of the things in our culture at my job is we need to meet the same enthusiasm. But I don't know about you, but at 5 o'clock on a Wednesday morning, I'm dead tired.
I'm tired too, and you're like, you need to show more enthusiasm.
Okay, but you're supposed
to. You need to be
listen, I go to work every day at 5, and when we see people, that's how we are. Good morning. Welcome.
How you guys doing? Thank you guys for tuning in this Wednesday to Riverside Weekly. We're so excited that you joined us. I want to say what's up to all our listeners at Kohl's. All of our listeners in wherever it is. I'm trying to think of MagTab listeners, and special shout out to Natalie, who watches us every morning before she goes to work.
Morning. Yeah, what up?
So what's up?
Hi.
Okay, we got out of the way.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's up?
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry. That's such a cool song. There will be no snoring.
My dad used to say, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, everybody.
You know what I used to say? Get up right now. We have to go to school and start, That was just me, though. I don't do it anymore.
Get up, get up, get up, get up, everybody.
I was wondering why you always do that.
And it's, you're burning daylight. Let's go.
Okay, I'm burning daylight. Or burning the candle at both ends, which I don't understand. Anyway, all of those analogies and words and things like that are very old statements. Mm-hmm. Let's get back to 2020.
2020.
What's up? 2020. Anyway, so I don't really know how to start this podcast because it's not controversial, but it could be.
Okay.
And, I'm just going to tiptoe around this.
Says the one who likes using kale, and
and
the asshole.
Hey, I meant,
But you're gonna tiptoe around this one
because when it comes to race and color.
Oh, we're going there this morning.
See what I mean? It just happened.
That escalated quickly. Thank you so much for tuning in.
And we're back. But so really, I'm trying to figure out how to pose this question, and I asked this question the other day of some of my coworkers, and they said there wasn't an issue with it. So I figured we'd talk about it and see where you stand and see where I stand and see where it helps. I feel like we're in that commercial at the end of what's the Avengers, where they're sitting in the restaurant and they're all quiet.
That's funny.
Anyway, so here's the question, and we'll see if we can answer it in 10 minutes. Ready?
Okay.
Can you, and I don't even know what made us think about this and what made us have this conversation about this, but I felt like it needed to be discussed here. I think maybe we were just talking about, I think what happens is I tell you these stories about my life every day. When I get in the car, guys, he should just hit record, but he doesn't. I have like a story line that just happened all day long at work. Like something happened every day, and that's just my life. It's just a revolving story door. And I was trying to describe to him some of my coworkers, and he was like, well, which one was that? And I'm like, the Mexican. Okay, first of all, you work with a kitchen full of Mexicans. Okay, well, the short Mexican. Okay, first of all. Second of all Mexicans are really short.
Not all Mexican, most of them.
Most.
My brother's tall. I've seen some tall Mexicans. Anyway, keep going.
Anyway, so I was trying to give him
Stereotypes.
descriptions without really.
You were just giving descriptions, and I was like, can you try to...
Can you give a description of somebody about somebody else without using race?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun. That's the question of the day. Can you, let me pose that one more time. Can you as a person, yes, you.
You in the back row.
Yeah.
We see
you in the balcony?
You driving by in the car.
You in the cash office. I know you know. You at, what's the other one?
I don't know. Everybody. You in New
Church,
Zealand.
The Church of St. John. I meant St. What's
St.
it?
Mattress.
St. Mattress. Okay. Sorry. Holy Comforter. Anyway, can you as a person or someone as a person give a description of someone without using race or ethnicity or color? Can you describe your coworker or your boss or somebody to someone without using race, ethnicity, or color? That's the question.
To me, it's a valid question, but I don't think most everybody that's probably watching, listening right now is probably saying no. They're probably saying no. I can do that. It's easy. I can do that. But I don't think that we as a society realize how often that we use race to describe. When I was a police officer, ethnicity or race was one of the primary ways that you identified individuals. So you would be like a black male, black female, white female, Hispanic female, Asian female, Latin. Like you would use all these descriptions.
What if you thought I was Asian, but I wasn't?
You look a little Asian.
But my sister looks way more Asian.
Your whole family looks Asian. Anyway, so
yeah, they do.
They do.
They do.
But no, so like as a police officer, that was actually a descriptive that we use. Like you use that. That was like the norm. But I think it's more challenging to people than they think, because they use it so often that it's literally programmed and ingrained to us that when we say that Mexican guy or that white guy or that black guy or and then the short guy, the tall guy, the fat guy, the skinny guy, so we use all these different things. I think it's a lot more difficult for people to describe somebody or identify somebody without using race or ethnicity
or color.
Or color. And I think it would be even more difficult if you couldn't say the fat guy, the skinny guy. The fat girl, the
technically,
heavy,
you're
a little
not
heavy,
supposed to say that.
Heavy. That's what I'm saying. I mean, like those are descriptives.
She was fluffy,
portly, or what does he say? Man. Oh, sorry. You have to know who that is. Anyway, so I think personally that it's a lot more challenging to people to do that than they think it is. I can't tell, but I would say right now that I think most of our listeners do it and they don't think that they do.
Yeah. I meant like I was trying to describe somebody the other day to someone that they were pretty mean to me. I don't know if they were mean to me. They just had an attitude. And I was like, the one with the eyebrows.
I resemble that remark.
And all I heard was, I'm the only stick with eyebrows. Again, movie line. But I'm just like, can we really do that? And was it really that
I'm just
funny?
laughing. The one with the eyebrows.
Drawn on. Oh. Let me tell you why.
Simulating fluffy eyebrows sticking out everywhere.
Let me tell you why he's saying that. Because this brother here has to have his eyebrows trimmed. You
groomed,
ladies,
groomed,
you go
groomed. I'm groomed.
Okay.
Is
Anyway, he doesn't go to the mall and get them needled or threaded, but
it's a weed whacker.
yeah.
Yeah, small lawnmower, weed eater.
That's good. Anyway, so just saying that to say, I have, and please, I'm about to cross the line with you guys because you're here every Wednesday, and I'm probably gonna make somebody mad. Fine,
especially all our first-time listeners.
Well, I'm sorry. This is who we are. We say we're gonna be controversial. And everyone in the crowd agrees. We're going to be controversial. We're going to step on some toes. We're going to make you feel uncomfortable and raw and real.
And make you think about some stuff.
And make you think about some
Hopefully.
stuff. And I'm just trying to...
possibly offend you.
I'm not... Can I just say this? Let me preface with this.
Hand over ears.
I'm not racist.
Let me get a trick. No, I'm joking.
My husband says I am. But I'm not. And I'll tell you why. Because I call everyone that I don't know what happened to me at some point in time in my life. Maybe I watched a movie. I don't know. I call everyone cracker. Everyone. It doesn't matter who you are. Or bruh.
Yeah, that's not really racist.
Okay, but I say cracker. And
you do say cracker a lot.
That's what I'm saying. And it comes from Cracker Jack. But I just always say cracker. And it doesn't really matter. And I don't think about it till I get to my white friends. And I'm like, crack. Because I say it so often.
I understand.
And it's very difficult for me. And I mean,
see, we should have had a white person on this podcast.
We should have. But at 5 o'clock, who's awake? Me. But I'm just saying that, it's very difficult to try to describe someone to somebody without using race or
really
ethnicity or whatever it is.
So it is difficult. So
it's difficult for me. But when we talked about it, I tried to do it afterwards, and I was like, my friends, my coworkers were trying to do it too, and I was like, nah, who? The fat one? Are you talking about me? Oh, right. Oh, no, you're not. Okay, but you're talking about my friend now. I mean,
And that's what I'm saying. So, like, if as a tool or as a help to folks that are listening, what are some descriptives that you could use?
Well, don't use cracker. I mean, I'm just saying.
What do you use to describe somebody? How could you describe somebody? Like if you see somebody.
It's very difficult for me. The guy with the curly hair. Okay. What guy? Well, he's tall. Okay.
What color is his curly hair?
Black.
Is
brown.
It long or short?
See what I'm saying? That's not enough.
No, but I'm saying,
there could be like 6 guys with curly hair.
I understand that, but that's what I'm saying. So that's what we don't do.
Was he fluffy?
It's easier for us to use ethnicity and race and / color than it is to say than for us to actually process the information. I need you to go talk to this guy. He's got short curly hair. It's black. He's got a beard. It's a little gray, brown eyes. Eyebrows. Like he's missing some teethus. Whatever. Like we don't do that in our society. We don't do that. It's the black guy in the white shirt, right? It's the Asian looking guy. Wearing whatever,
What kind of society would we be if we didn't use color? Let's ask the Bible. So, I'm so glad you asked.
Oh, here we go.
In Galatians 3, verses 28, this is what it says. There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither slave nor free. There is no male nor female. You are all one in Christ Jesus. I'm just saying. John 7:24. See, you didn't think I was going to use the scripture today.
Always taking us to church. Glad somebody does.
I'm saying. Do not judge by appearances, but judge with right judgment. How about this one? Acts 17:26. And he made from one man every nation of mankind to live on all the face of the earth, having determined allotted periods and the boundaries of their dwelling place. How about this one? Song of Solomon. I am very dark, but lovely. Ooh, that's my shirt right there.
No, that's sexy chocolate.
Chocolate.
Sexy chocolate. The boy good. Sexy chocolate.
O daughters of Jerusalem, like the tents of Kedar, like the curtains of Solomon. I like that. I am very dark, but lovely.
You is not dark, girl.
I wasn't saying me.
Oh,
I was saying that's what the Bible says.
I know, but
Song of Solomon.
you said I like that. I like you ain't.
Okay,
ain't dark.
I'm. There I
You're
go.
black.
I'm white.
You're not even brown.
Well,
You're like lighter shade of brown. No, I'm sorry, a whiter shade of brown.
Whiter shade of brown. All right. Anyway, saying all that to say that
50 Shades of Vanilla.
Whoa. Whoa. I just wanted to say those.
Stay in church, guys.
Yes, stay in church. I just wanted to say those because it just made me think of not using race. And I think we use race as a descriptive all the time.
Too much, I think.
Too much, right, honestly. You know, and I'm not saying go back to the Bible where it says all the colors, black and white, they are precious in His sight. You know, and I'm not saying that.
So that song is contradictory to the word,
ooh,
to the Bibles.
Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious to His sight.
Yeah, it sounds right. Can't you describe it a different way?
Did you come up with that song?
No, I didn't. I'm just messing around, but I'm just like, yeah,
that's
it's
so
hard.
Descriptive.
What's funny is thinking in that process of trying not to use ethnicity, race, or color can be very, very challenging. Like, I mean, I try to do that all the time. It makes you stop. Like, you have to literally stop and mentally make the decision not to do that. And it's a lot more difficult than people think.
With that being said, we challenge you to try it.
We challenging folks now?
I mean,
what?
We got to do something because we out there calling people crackers and stuff. And I'm just like, I don't think that's real good to do, Mia, you know, and I try not to. And it's not, I get it. I get that it's a racial statement. That's not how.
It's a racial slur.
That's not how I mean it. And it's kind of funny because even, again, at my job, my coworkers, you know, the one thing we say is, man, Mexicans don't know how to tip. They just don't. I'm a Mexican, though. And I'll be like, dang, y'all be putting our race to shame, you know. But you get a white man in there, he gonna tip you, right? He gonna know, you know what I mean? I'm just saying.
No, hey, I don't know. I mean, because I had a whole experience when I was younger. Somebody proved me wrong in a very short span.
Marcelo Lozano, you are not always right.
I'm not always right, but when I was talking about jams and jellies.
Tell us all.
So most, and I'm not saying this is like the rule, like hands down, but most individuals that have more melanin, they're darker, tend to like grape jelly more than strawberry jelly, and most of the lighter individuals, you know, whites, Caucasians, European.
What you talking about, Willis?
They tend to like people that are lighter complexion tend to like strawberry jams and jellies. Now, somebody's arguing with me, and then there's some of you going, "Whoa, that was right on point." And this was literally done. I was working at a fast food restaurant for about 1.5 to 2 years, and we used to run surveys when we were in that running through the drive-through and do things like.
Were they black? Were they white?
Yeah,
were they Mexican?
But we used to do that with jelly. We used to do that with drinks, and it was just way of passing time. So you're just
what you trying to say, Willis?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Is like there are
I like
certain,
Fanta.
There are, see what I'm saying? So there's a certain some things that happen culturally and ethnicity wise.
How you know they just want brought
they
like
might,
that?
They might. I don't know. Maybe that's all they could afford with strawberry jam. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Why Mexicans eat tortillas all the time?
Because they couldn't find any bread. Mrs. Bears wasn't around.
Mrs. Bears was under 18th Street. I don't want to hear it. Anyway.
But anyway, so that's what I'm saying is that we get locked into a format or a way of thinking and doing things, and we're so programmed to doing it that we don't even realize that we're doing it. We don't even realize that we're using those descriptives, and and it's hard mentally to unteach yourself that and undo that. Like, it's hard. So that's the challenge, is for you to try to undo it, unteach yourself, undo it.
Unbreak my heart. Sorry. Anyway, I was just gonna say that I tried it, and it's very difficult, but I will say I do not say cracker like I used to. And it's not a derogatory statement, because I'm not saying it to any of you. I'm admitting right here on public television that I say it, or I used to say it a lot. And I've caught myself.
Currently working on myself.
There you go.
To limit the number of times I say cracker.
How do you know I'm not even talking about a cracker? I meant, it's really a saltine. So, anyway.
Yeah.
Boy, bye. I just saying that. That's my favorite meme. Anyway, I just thought we'd talk about that for a minute and give everybody a challenge, see who can do it and who can't, and how long can you do it for, and can you retrain yourself? They say it takes 21 days for a habit, but that's not truth.
It takes longer.
Yep. 21 days is just to start.
Yep, just to work on it.
Yeah, just to start working on it. So
have fun with that one.
Says the guy with the curly hair.
Yeah.
I'll be here all week.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope that sparked your thoughts on some things that you might be saying, some things you might be doing, and maybe you too can find out for $4.99 that you too are, what's the word?
I don't know.
What do you say I am?
Racist. All right, we're going to let you guys go with my racist wife. And
I'm not racist.
I'm joking. He was joking. We're poking fun. Calm down.
Jeez.
Then the fight started.
Yes.
We'll take this off camera. No, I'm joking.
All right.
Thank you guys for listening, tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Man, like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. Hit us up on Instagram. We got some stuff going on. So appreciate you guys. Facebook, Twitter, all the social media stuff. And again, if you have topics that you want us to talk about. Oh, man, for sure. Yeah. I mean, you can send them in. We've got lots to talk about. I'm like really scared sometimes because I don't know how you're going to feel about it. And if I get a lot of comments and reviews about my whole comment about the cracker, you're a bunch of assholes. No, I'm just kidding. Stop asking all those questions. We're looking forward to hearing from you guys. Appreciate you guys. Talk to you guys later. God bless. We'll see you next Wednesday. Peace.
Thank you for listening to the Riverside Weekly. This podcast is made possible by the givers of Riverside Community Church. Download the Riverside Waco app to stay connected and follow us on all social media sites at the Riverside Waco. Production and engineering provided by Capital G and RTV in Waco, Texas.